What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ayana of Ayana Innocent Chat. And y'all know I had to come back with another compilation because Larry done bought him a new bed, y'all. He picked out and purchased his dream bed without his current wife's input. I want y'all to think about the significance of that. Larry, who's been catching hell left and right, dealing with Bethany from the time this man came into the skits, when he was uber supportive of her, fighting Chase, going in on the family about her and their treatment of her, until we saw this segue. I mean, he making Brooke apologize to her for stuff when Brooke really shouldn't have been apologizing to her for nothing, to now we got him having to defend Shara, having to deal with Bethany cutting the fool on him Thanksgiving and at the DMV and at Christmas and all other kind of events, just messing up stuff, showing out in Montana, showing out in Louisiana, showing out on 19 Louisiana, all this stuff Bethany has done. And now Bethany has left the house. And when she leaves the house, he goes for a long walk with Lynette, who encourages him to get something uniquely for himself. And this man chose to buy him a new bed. There's significance to that, and there's a message that's being sent with that. And y'all, we about to explore it. Because I had to pull in my new friend Gemini, and we had to talk about it from a therapeutical perspective. And let me just clarify, I am not a therapist. I'm a person that has gone into therapy. I'm a person who believes in therapy. But I also am a person who's a Pisces, and I like to see the deeper meaning in something. And I just like to play it out and see how it goes in these here skits. Let's not waste time. I've been talking. Let's get to the actual nitty gritty. Okay.
I got my new bed.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. See?
I see.
I went to go look at it, and
now he called Lynette and told Lynette about his new bed. Shared the news with Lynette. He still ain't called Bethany and told Bethany nothing. But he talked to Lynette because it was Lynette's idea for him to do something for himself.
They made a fast delivery, so it's here. Huh?
Did you get the LED lights? LED lights?
Oh. Hold on, let me see. Let me show you.
Oh,
You see?
So happy.
I can change them up too. Bam.
okay.
Oh, I ain't done. Look, watch this.
Showing
See
out
that?
the remote control.
It's the head going up.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Let's hold on. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
Man,
listen. Hey, listen to this.
That bed needs to be strong. It needs to be strong.
I did. Hey, you hear that?
Okay.
That's my massager.
He is so excited about this bed. This bed got bells and it's got whistles. But what it don't have in it right now is Bethany. What it don't have right now is Bethany haven't seen the bed. But what does this bed and what does the significance of this bed mean to Larry? Let's check it out and let's see what Gemini says about it. So, y'all, I told Gemini that the husband and the wife mentioned above, meaning in my previous questions, have gone through some changes. The wife decided to leave the husband for some time. The husband doesn't seem to care, which he don't. Instead of trying to get her to come home, he's opted to purchase a new bed for himself, his dream bed. Please break down this move on the husband's part. What does the new bed signify? Is he unknowingly sending a message to his wife? Because I want to know, is he sending a message to Bethany? Okay, let's see what it says. From a clinical and therapeutic standpoint, the husband's decision to purchase his dream bed immediately after his wife's departure is a profoundly significant psychological milestone. It represents a shift from a state of traumatic entrapment to active self-reclamation and boundary setting. In other words, Bethany is always hollering out, this is my home. This is my house. This is my home too, Larry. And I pay the bills here. And Larry's like, no, you don't pay no bills. And he had to finally start checking her about that. I'm going to show you. Hold on. She said it. She done said it several times. But in too many skits to count, Bethany has said, "This is my house. This is my house. This is my house." But it's not really her house. It was Larry's house before they ever got married. It was his house. It is a home that he purchased, most likely using his DD-14 and his VA loan. So the fact that she says, "This is my house. This is my house," is their house only because Larry allowed her to move into this home, his home that he had prior to the marriage, when he did marry her. So did it become theirs? Yes. But she likes to point out that she pays for this, she pays for that. She pretty much tries to put him down every chance she can. In this moment, he's reclaiming his time, so to speak. Okay. So, and he's also possibly setting a boundary. I can see that. This is my bed. You sleep here because I let you sleep here. If I don't let you sleep here, you know. So Bethany hadn't even seen this house. Okay. When a spouse in a high conflict marriage leaves, the expected dynamic from the high conflict personality is pursuit. In other words, she wanted Larry to beg and plead or scramble to keep her in that house. Matter of fact, let me show you. Just watch how she left. I'm going to show you 2 times when she's left the home. Bethany is a high conflict person. I'm going to show you 2 times she's left the home. So if you remember, after the Thanksgiving debacle, when Bethany showed out on everybody and food started being thrown and hands were about to be thrown and collard greens were thrown out, well, Larry said, "You know what? I'm leaving." And Larry actually left for a few days. He did not want Bethany to know where he was. He did not want Bethany to follow him or any of that. He even gave Brooke the option to stay or go. Brooke decided to stay, but later on, she had her mom come pick her and Destiny up. So, well, Shar decided to pick Brooke and Destiny up. She didn't want to left there with Bethany. But in this instance, this is after Thanksgiving, where Bethany packed up herself a bag and she left. And watch what she does. She just get into the hotel. The music is down though. They could have kept playing the music, but whatever. He's gonna muster some tears. Now, what she's doing is hoping that this man is going to call her and beg her to come home, or call her and find out where she's at. That's what she's waiting on. That's what she's hoping for. She's also hoping to send a powerful message to Larry that if you can do it, I can do it too. You're not going to be here long, though. Looking at her. It's uber dramatic. He didn't stop me. He just let me leave. Gotta have that phone charged up. Now, she wasn't thrown out the house. She left of her own accord. Why would she be crying this hard? She's crying this hard because she wanted Larry to actually come and get her. She wanted him to call her, blow her phone up. He's not doing any of that. You know what Larry's home doing? Putting the Christmas tree up with the girls, which is something that's going to make her cut up when she gets home. She can't even rest. Notice what it said. They expect the partner to beg, plead, or scramble to keep the relationship intact. By completely ignoring that expectation, investing in his own comfort, the husband is executing a powerful, healthy, and decisive behavioral shift. He started showing that behavioral shift before he bought this bed. In this moment when she left the house, even in the moment when he left the house and didn't tell her where he was going, when he was gone those couple of days right after Thanksgiving, he started showing then, oh, I'm not going to be here. There's another time where he left. But let's go back to when she was leaving most recently. Let's check that out. So in this moment, Bethany is waking up. Well, Larry woke up to Bethany packing a bag. Now we've now got a couple of skits in. She has her bag on her shoulder. She's telling him all the things he did wrong. He's trying to talk to her, but he's not trying to talk to her and stop her from leaving. He's not really trying to stop her from leaving. He don't care that she leaves. Watch this.
You say you're sorry for any of the things.
You broke it.
I haven't seen you take accountability for anything that you've done to help break the shambles that this marriage has gotten into.
Bethany, you are the shamble.
I'm done.
Let's be honest.
There we go. There we go. Okay, I got my purse over there. I got my water and charger. Because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to allow you to make me feel any less of a wife, of a woman, of a stepmother, of a person.
You would think he was the one abusing her.
I'm not going to let you sit there and tell me that I'm fat, that I'm ugly, that you want
Let me tell you, I ain't call you fat and ugly.
His side didn't call you fat and ugly. Like his hands in his pocket. He's in a very relaxed stance. I think in this moment, he actually was excited that she was leaving. He just went to watch her leave the door because he had to see it with his own eyes. She actually was about to leave.
You called yourself that.
I thought you have receipts of all the times that things have happened.
I do. I never called you fat and ugly.
Well, you sure have conveniently forgotten that one.
If you can prove I said it.
All right. I love you, and I hope you can take this time to heal.
She says, I love you, but I hope you can take this time to heal. If you're going to leave, if a woman really going to leave, guess what? She may leave when the man ain't even at home. If you're going to leave, just leave. All this, I love you, but I love you. I hope you take this time. All that wasn't even necessary.
Yeah, you do the same.
Notice he said, yeah, you do the same. He didn't say, I love you back. He just said, yeah, you do the same. You get yourself together too. He don't care.
All right. Let's see.
All right, let's see. Counting out. Do I have this? Do I have that? Do I have this? All of that is a pause so that he will take an opportunity in those pauses to ask her to not go nowhere, to beg, and as Jim, my friend Jim and I said, to beg and plead with her not to go. And he ain't doing none of that. He ain't doing none of that.
Don't think. All right. Oh, and my phone will be off. So.
Oh, and my phone be off. He don't care. Which is like, okay, so if you try to call me, you won't be able to get me because I have my phone turned off. But she is actually going to call him the very next day, claiming that she's looking for Brooke. And we later learned that really she didn't even call Brooke. She really only called him. At the end of that skit, she said she'll call Brooke herself. Like, really? Really? This is her wanting attention, y'all.
Okay.
You take your time to do what you need to do. And it's going to be some beautiful, beautiful time. Much needed.
All right.
She was hoping he was going to. This is the longest exit I ever seen a woman make. She wanted him to stop her. And look where Larry's standing. Right here in the corner. Unbothered. So what does Gemini say? Going back to the bed. Well, no, before we do that, let's go back up. Let's check out what Gemini said. Gemini said, When a spouse in a high conflict marriage leaves, meaning the high conflict spouse, the expected dynamic from the high conflict personality, i.e. Bethany, is pursuit. They expect the partner to beg, plead, or scramble to keep the relationship intact. By completely ignoring that expectation, investing in his own comfort, the husband is executing a powerful, healthy, and decisive behavioral shift. I submit that even in this moment, before he even bought this bed, that was a sign of a healthy shift. I'm not finna stop her. I'm not about to beg her and plead her to stay. I'm gonna stand right here on this wall. I'm gonna watch her go. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't have a moment after he's gone. This moment right here. This moment right here, it doesn't mean that he won't have a moment of reflection, a moment of solitude, and possibly even a bit of sadness. I mean, he did love the woman at some point, okay? Things have changed. Anyone, even if you have a horrible marriage, you're going to grieve the demise of that marriage. Nobody gets married to get divorced, okay? Them vows say the death do you part. But, and also Larry is facing this. This is now going to be my second marriage that's ended in divorce. Because he don't want this woman. He can't ignore his feelings. He cannot do that. But let's go back and let's look at the significance of the bed. So now we're at the arrival of Larry's new bed, y'all. He's excited. It's his bed. Nobody else.
In a box. Oh. First time I've seen that.
That means they're gonna take some time to lay on it. So you're gonna give it like this night. You gotta give some cold air before you get to the full size.
Okay.
Before you lay on it.
Okay. Oh man. Let's sleep on the couch tonight. You got it, man?
But notice he's sleeping on the couch tonight. It's not because he's pissed with Bethany. He's sleeping on the couch to give his new bed time to his mattress time to acclimate to the home based on the instructions he was given by the guys bringing his bed. Let's see what Gemini says about Larry's bed. Okay. So what does Gemini say? Gemini says the bed as a symbol of sanctuary and security. In the context of trauma and PTSD, the bedroom is a high conflict marriage is rarely a place of rest. Notice all the times that he's been in there either trying to relax and watch TV, Bethany's come in, want him to turn the TV off. When the times when he's gotten in the bed, Bethany's comes out the bathroom and she starts something crazy to start an argument. Or the time when he's coming out and Bethany's in bed and she's like, and then makes little comments and all that kind of stuff. Anything to trigger him. It's rarely a place of rest. Instead, it's often a battleground, the site of daily arguments, emotional withholding, hypervigilance, and verbal abuse. Reclaiming his space. By buying a new bed, specifically his dream bed, the husband is physically and energetically cleansing his most private space. Told y'all this bed is very significant. He's transforming an environment that once triggered his PTSD into a trauma-informed sanctuary designed explicitly for his own comfort. Larry is not planning for Bethany to come back. He's not planning for her to come back. It's explicitly for his own comfort, healing, and nervous system regulation. Now, the question is Larry going to allow Bethany back and enjoy this bed or sit on his bed? Prioritizing sleep and recovery. Chronic conflict keeps the nervous system flooded with cortisol, severely disrupting sleep architecture. Investing in a high-quality bed is a concrete step towards physical recovery. It says, my physiological peace and rest are now my top priority. Even with Destiny and Brooke clowning him and trying to like make him feel bad for getting this bed, going there saying, this is a teenage bed. You can put this in my room. All that kind of bull. Nope. This is my rest and my peace are my top priority. This is for me. Say it about nobody else but me. Okay. It also represents a sovereign financial and personal decision. Throughout this marriage, the wife has caused massive financial loss, been suspended without pay, and faced lawsuits. In high conflict relationships, finances are often controlled, drained, and weaponized by the volatile partner. I want y'all to think about getting her ready for this court case that we still are waiting to see, Chase. What happened is that Larry helped her in her crazy plan to secure Natasha as an attorney. Larry gave Bethany, like Bethany pissed about this $650 that Larry was paying for Shar's apartment, or Shar co-signed, or the couch that he bought Shar, or the TV that he bought Shar, Brooke's mom, his ex-wife. She's so upset about that. But what about the $15,000 he gave her as a bonus to secure Natasha as his attorney, only for her to lie to him about something and use Natasha as the fall guy? And when Larry confronted Natasha, Larry learned the truth. Bethany got pissed and fired Natasha. That $15,000 is just thrown away, just thrown out the door. So what it says is, throughout the marriage, the wife has caused massive financial loss, been suspended without pay, faced lawsuits, and in high conflict relationships, finances are often controlled, drained, and weaponized by the volatile partner. Okay, reversing emasculation. By buying his dream bed is an act of absolute sovereignty. After years of having his manhood insulted and his intelligence belittled, this purchase is a tangible reminder that he is independent, financially capable, and completely authorized to make decisions for his own happiness without needing her approval or bracing for an explosive argument. He gets to bring this bed in his house and enjoy his peace. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. An unspoken message to his wife. While the husband may not be consciously plotting a calculated strategy, which Larry is not, his actions send a devastatingly clear, unambiguous message to his wife. The psychological leverage is gone. Okay, what does it represent? The end of fearing abandonment. Highly volatile individuals often use leaving or threatening divorce as a manipulation tactic. Notice she took her ring off. And what did Larry do? He pulled his ring off too at the DMV. He said, you know, you can get this back. Like 3 times in the past, in last week, she took her ring off. He took his ring off. Okay. Highly volatile individuals often use leaving or threatening divorce as a manipulation tactic to force compliance or elicit panic from their partner. By choosing not to pursue her, Larry, the husband, has completely neutralized her weapon. He is no longer, he's not even trying, even when she called him, he was like, okay, good to hear from you. Yeah, okay, I'll let Brooke know you call. He did not care. She's saying all this stuff about, oh, well, I got to teach you this. He wants to none of that. None of that. Indifference over anger. The opposite of love isn't hate or anger. It is, wow, this is deep to me. The opposite of love isn't hate or anger. It's indifference. If he were angry and calling her constantly, he would still be emotionally engaged. By quietly buying a bed, he is demonstrating a complete lack of emotional investment in her return. He ain't stunned by that, none of that. He don't care if she don't come back. The message to her is, your absence is not a punishment. It is a relief, and I'm actively building a life that accommodates your permanent departure. He may not even know that's what he's doing, though, y'all. He may not even realize that he's setting himself up for her permanent. Like, look, I don't even want you to come back. I got me a new bed. It's untainted with you and your bull and your words and your body and your fluids and all of that. Your DNA ain't on this bed. It's relief. I'm building a life without you. Closing the door on a dynamic. A new bed explicitly signals that there is no longer a spot reserved for her. He has literally and figuratively replaced the shared space of the marriage with a physical structure tailored solely to him. This bed is, notice what he says about the headboard. It's being custom built. It's going to come later. The bed is his dream bed. He is saying, well, literally and figuratively, oh, I done replaced you. You can go. Hit rocks. Ain't no space for you here. That's what he's saying. This is the behavior. This is the clinical perspective. This is the behavioral manifestation of de-escalation and detachment. For a man with PTSD who has survived years of psychological warfare, buying this bed is an act of profound self-directed empathy. He is no longer waiting for the marriage to get better. He is making his life better right now. Notice how happy this man is. It strongly suggests that mentally and emotionally the marriage is over for him, and he has transitioned into the stabilization and rebuilding phase of his life. Larry has already moved on. So why drag this out for us any further, Chase? It's clear. You're making it clear Larry done moved on in his head. He done moved all the way on. So then I ask this question. So I asked Gemini, was it healthy for him to go and do this? Was this a healthy move on Larry's part? Gemini said yes. From a clinical and psychological perspective, this was an exceptionally healthy move for the husband. In high conflict relationships where emotional abuse is present, the non-abusive partner often gets trapped in a cycle of fawning and chronic appeasement, constantly walking on eggshells and changing his own behavior to keep the peace. He's even had Brooke changing her behavior, apologizing to Bethany when she didn't need to apologize to her. The husband's decision to buy his dream bed signals a complete break from the codependent trap. It regulates a burned out nervous system. He's got PTSD. His nervous system is already on high anyway. He's staying fight and flight. He is burned out. He's tired. Remember I told y'all before, Larry's tired. It reestablishes personal agency, meaning he's making decisions on his own for his own benefit. He keeps putting other people ahead of him, which is what Lynette told him. You always doing stuff for other people, but what about you? It proves to him that I am a man. I am capable of making my own decision. I am capable of making my home comfortable for myself and for my child. It halts the toxic pursuit cycle. Remember I told you that Larry likes toxicity? It has become a part of him, his nature. Well, he's tired of it now. He's trying to break that cycle. He's trying to break the circuit of toxicity. He's not willing to play the toxic games anymore with Bethany. The therapeutic reality, this isn't a petty or vindictive move. Is Larry being petty? No. Is he being vindictive? No. It is an act of quiet, radical self-care. This is self-care at its finest, folks. And I ain't mad at Larry. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. And while we're down in the comments chatting about this, let's make sure we be about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until the next skit, peace and hair grease, y'all. Peace and hair grease.